Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Train Sim World 5. I'm going to try this out first time, never played it before, never played any of the Train Sim Worlds. Played Train Simulator Classic but never the Train Sim World series, so we're going to give it a go. Do we need to do the training centre? Can we just go straight in and just is this Creators Club? Okay. This is the base game with the tutorials. Got ya. Okay, well let's do the get started with basic training. Select a train. No tutorials. Okay, let's try. Let's give this a go. Screen element and HUD configurations.
In this training module, you'll learn about the on-screen overlay known as the heads-up display, or HUD. You'll see it when you're in control of a train. You can configure a range of parameters for the HUD that affect how it looks in the game settings. In this tutorial, you're going to take a look at the two main types of HUD and make a first choice of which one you prefer.
Okay.
Get started.
E. Okay.
Welcome to the most important seat in the train. Before you can start learning how to make the train move, you're going to need to understand what the HUD is telling you.
Okay.
There are three types of HUD. The one you're seeing now is the normal HUD. You'll learn that first, and then take a look at the minimal HUD next. There is also a simple HUD, which is essentially a cut-down version of the normal HUD. The HUD is a guide to show you what the train is doing, how you're doing, and what your next objectives are. You can tune what's shown here using the game settings.
Okay.
The main part of the normal HUD is the speed display in the bottom right. Your current speed is indicated by a white bar that will appear on the outside of the speedometer, and there is a red mark that indicates the maximum permitted speed.
Okay, handy to know.
This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate the forward, reverse, and neutral directions. A cross, or X, means the reverser is currently either not inserted or in the off position.
Got ya.
This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in. If the display is white, it refers to power. If the display is yellow, it means powered braking or dynamic braking.
Okay, got
If the
ya.
display is red, then the throttle is currently locked out and you will need to take steps to release the lock before power can be applied. You can learn about troubleshooting elsewhere in Training Center. These are the brake indicators. The exact one shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on the various gauges. These gauges tell you what is happening in the braking system.
Okay.
The most important one is the BC, or brake cylinder. In most trains, when this reads 0, that means the brakes are released. Anything else, and the brakes are applied.
Wow, it's complicated.
In the top right is the track monitor. This shows you the line ahead and allows you to see all the signals and speed limit changes that you're approaching. By default, the track monitor shows the signals with their actual red, yellow, or green aspect. But when you get more confidence, you can hide this information via an option in the game settings.
I don't think we'll be doing that.
As you accelerate, the track monitor will extend its look-ahead distance so you can see much further ahead at higher speeds. This is all done automatically.
Good.
Now that you're familiar with the normal HUD, it's time to take a look at the minimal HUD. You can change this via the game settings, but for this tutorial the game will change it automatically. You can see that most of the HUD is now gone. You are left with basic information in the top left corner.
Yes, got ya.
The minimal HUD immerses you in the experience of driving the train. Use the train's real gauges as much as possible. In the top left corner, you will see the information about your next objective and some limited information about what the train's doing, such as your current speed, the speed limit, and the gradient. Use the game settings to add and remove information from the minimal HUD. With less information, you'll find driving more challenging, but also more immersive and rewarding.
Not sure.
Experienced players might prefer the minimal HUD, especially when driving from the cab view. The normal HUD is ideal for newcomers or anyone who wants to drive from an external camera. You can switch HUDs in game settings. Do you want to start with the normal HUD or minimal HUD?
We'll go with a normal HUD.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
I don't. Okay. Nice one. Okay, moving a train. That's what we want to do. We want to move the train. Part 1.
In this training module, you're going to learn how to make a train move and then bring it to a stop. For this exercise, you'll be using a British Class 323 electric multiple unit. It's a great train to get started with, as the controls are quite straightforward. This module will get you used to the feel of the train and its controls.
Okay.
While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways, there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train. The reverser chooses the direction you're going to move in. It often has 4 positions: off, forward, neutral, and reverse.
Got ya. Reverser.
The brakes are used to slow or stop the train.
Brakes.
There are potentially multiple braking systems you can find in different trains, and you can read more about that in other sections of the training center. For now, the Class 323 has a very simple braking system.
Good. That's what we need.
The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates.
Yes, down.
In this train, the throttle and brakes are controlled by a combined power and brake handle. Moving the handle in one direction will apply power. The middle position is neutral and does nothing, and then the other range applies the brakes.
Okay.
You will find in some other trains that the throttle and brakes are on separate handles.
Ooh.
Before you go any further, set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off.
Daytime running. Tail lights off.
We want to move the train forwards, so set the reverser to the forwards position. Now pull the combined power and brake handle towards you to release the brakes and apply power. In the bottom right and in the center of the speedometer gauge, you can see a little ball. This is the accelerometer and will move up or down to indicate whether you're speeding up or slowing down.
Okay.
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to the center position.
Okay. It's a bit foggy. Where's window wipers? Wipers? Cab lights. Turn on safety systems.
When it comes to stopping trains, the specifics of each train can be quite different. However, the basic process is fundamentally the same. Bring this train to a complete
Okay,
The
relatively
amount of
straightforward.
braking you will need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Knowing the right amount to apply will come with practice and experience. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place. That concludes this module.
Okay.
If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Okay, I think I will. Passenger operations.
In this
Oh, 1 second. What I'm going to do while we are waiting is there we go. Yeah. Why is it doing that? There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hold the phone. Okay. I'll tell you what just happened then, but never mind. Okay, right. Okay, right. Sorry, where were we?
training module, you'll be learning basic passenger operations in this Class 323 electric multiple unit.
I don't like it's orange.
This part of the training center is the Metro Loop. It is used primarily for driver training for passenger trains that are generally shorter or might stop more frequently in normal operating practice. It consists of 2 platforms. In this module, we'll be doing a complete circuit and practicing stopping at both stations.
Okay, we can do that.
When you're ready, open the door and climb aboard the train.
Okay.
Take a seat in the driver's position.
Okay. Oh, we need some wipers.
To unlock the control desk, insert the master key and activate it.
Master key in.
Turn the coach lighting on so that passengers aren't boarding a dark train.
Coach lighting. There we go.
To allow passengers to board the train, you will need to open the correct doors.
I think that's of it.
In order to use the buttons in the cab, you must first insert and then turn the door key to the on position.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
As the platform is on your left, press the open doors left button.
That says door close. Door closed, don't want that. Okay, I think I've done it.
The weather has turned quite bad, so you'll need to turn the wipers on.
Done that already, don't you worry. Fast. Yeah. Got ya. Do slow, yeah. Intermittent 2. There we go.
The cab light is currently on. Make sure to turn it off. It's useful to find your way around in the cab, but can make it hard to see out of the window. So you should always turn it off before you start moving.
I want to find it myself. It's there. Intermittent 2. Is that's aircon. Cab lights. Aha.
Headlights in the UK are used to allow others to see the train rather than being of great use to the driver seeing out. Set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the taillights are off.
Daytime. Daytime heading. Tail lights off.
While the passenger doors are open and the loading objective completes, you'll notice the bar in the top left slowly rising. Once it reaches the top, the objective will complete and it will be time to close the doors. Now the passengers have boarded the train, close and lock the doors using the close left doors button. Set the reverser to forward. Apply some power to get moving.
Here we go. It's really rainy. I saw my graphics out as well. Do you reckon there's actually a test area like this where you can just drive around in circles?
You're approaching the next station. Use the power brake handle to apply power so that you come to a gentle stop at the indicated marker on the platform. Came in a little bit slow. I'll just coast our way in. I think that's perfect. This platform is on the right, so you'll need to use the open right doors button to unlock and open the doors this time. Once again, observe the objective indicator on the HUD to tell you when it is completed.
Done that. Feel like we need to be.
Use the doors close right button to close and lock the doors. Drive the train to the next platform without any further guidance and see how you get on.
I'd like to try and turn the. We'll do that after this tutorial. Actually, see if we can do it now. Options, settings, general notifications. Motion blur. No, I don't want that. That's the bit that was annoying me. Don't want that. Control guide, HUD guide, overview, map, schedule. Okay, I was trying to see if we could turn it to miles per hour rather than kph, but obviously not. Must apply a bit more braking. Nice. No way to get out of the cab. No, no, not. Nice. Objective complete.
This module.
I'm brilliant.
If you wish to replay it, you can go
I don't
back
want
to
to play
at
it.
any time.
I don't
via
want
the
to replay
training
it.
center.
No problem. I got this. Okay, back. Let's go back to the main menu. So, what I was doing before was, and this hasn't done it yet, I was downloading. It's not really done it yet. I was actually downloading my profile. There we go. See. Ooh. Class 66. Oh. Right, let's go back to training. I guess let's do a couple more camera controls. Okay. I suppose it's handy to know for decent looking stuff.
In this training module, you'll be learning about the various camera controls and how to get the best views. You can drive from in the cab or an exterior camera. Exterior views are particularly useful for coupling and uncoupling. Currently, you're in the cab of this Class 323 EMU with the same view a real driver would have. Before experimenting with camera views, set the train up correctly as if ready for departure.
Okay. Okay.
We will now explore the camera controls. To get back inside the cab, a different key must be pressed. Do that now. Now that you're used to interior and exterior, switch back to the exterior view again to learn more about it. From the exterior, you can move the camera around. Use the keys indicated along with your mouse to move and turn the camera. If the mouse pointer is moving but your view doesn't change, right-click the mouse to turn on camera mode. Spend a minute just practicing moving and turning the external camera. You can zoom in and out using the mouse wheel. Try it now. While in an external camera, you can also interact with some elements such as junctions. You'll be learning about junctions properly in a different training module, but for now, fly over to the indicated junction and change it by interacting with it using the controls indicated. There's a lot more to learn about cameras, including numerous other camera modes. You can find out more in other areas of the training center. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Thanks, I will. Right, has that finished downloading Yes, it has. Okay. Right, let's go back to the main menu. I feel like we're all good now, aren't we? What's that? Okay. Right. My profile. Trains. Where are my... Do I have... Haha. Here we go. Into that one. What do we do? What? Why does the Steam store come up? I didn't really want that Steam store to come up. Okay, well I've got that one already. So how can I drive? I just want to drive, really. Right, I want to drive that. How do I... Do you have to... Training centre... Do you have to do the tutorial before you can drive? Is that right? On a train...
In this module, you'll combine everything you learned from the moving a train, passenger operations, and camera controls modules, but from outside the train. Now you'll have the freedom to enjoy external cameras while driving the train. Before you go any further, get the lighting all set up correctly.
Let's go back to... Options, return to home screen. Right. Apparently you can disable the tutorial in the settings under... In some settings under HUD and gameplay. HUD and gameplay. Where do you reckon it is? Aha, measurement units. Oh, that's good. Well, we can change that to Imperial distance unit. Yeah. I'll use that as automatic. Yeah. Temperature, Celsius, gradient, percentage. Right, well that hasn't disabled the... do you have to do... If it's disabled shows, you can turn this on to settings, HUD and gameplay. HUD and gameplay. Right. Frame models in quick play. Is it that? Where is quick play? I don't understand. Okay, it looks like we have to do the tutorial. That's really loud. I turn that off. Menu music. We need to turn this down. It's really quite loud. It's a bit better. Okay, we guess we are doing a bit more tutorial. Moving a train part 2. That's what we're doing.
In this module, you'll combine everything you learned from the moving a train, passenger operations, and camera controls modules, but from outside the train. Now you'll have the freedom to enjoy external cameras while driving the train. Before you go any further, get the lighting all set up correctly.
Okay, alright. Headlights. Day head, yep. Turn them off, yep. Lights on, yeah.
You can activate the master key by pressing the
go.
Now press the keys indicated to set the reverse.
Yep.
Just as with other modules, you're currently sitting in a Class 323 multiple unit. You must now switch to the exterior camera. If you need a reminder on how to do this, head over to the camera controls module first and have a quick refresher.
Yeah.
Aside from the magnificent views, exterior camera views can make it easier to complete tasks such as coupling, checking your lights, and changing junctions. Only a small number of the most common functions are usable for an exterior camera. If you find you need to do something that isn't available, simply switch to the internal camera to do it, and then switch back.
Okay.
Finally, press the key.
Okay, 18 mile an hour. That's me. Okay, right, let's just go inside. Safety systems. I don't know what these things are, these other things. Extra points. Cap here, cap fans. I've done that one. Hazard warning. What's that? Okay, alright.
Now that you've moved down the track, it's time to bring the train to a stop.
Done.
Try restarting this tutorial and running it a few times until you're comfortable with driving from the outside,
pretty
including
comfortable.
moving the camera around. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Okay, right, I think that's enough of the tutorial for one night. I think we'll call that an episode there. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll do some more of the tutorial and hopefully we'll do some driving at some point on this. So thank you very much for joining me and I will speak to you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye from me.